Hey guys, it's Danny, and for today's 101 ingredient, we're covering okra. Now, okra is a plant that is known for these little green edible seed pods, and it's these little pods that we've come to know as the veggie okra. You'll notice that the pods are ridged and they're obviously green and a little bit fuzzy. They're wide at the top and then they taper down to a point at the end. And they apparently go by a handful of names, including ladyfingers and gumbo. Now, inside the pods are these rows of seeds, and when these seeds are cut into and then cooked, they tend to get a bit gelatinous. Now, this is the reason why okra gets a bad rap, and people say that it's slimy, but it's this very characteristic that works so well in gumbos and stews because it helps to thicken the broth. Now, as far as the flavor goes, it's kind of mild and sweet. It's sort of hard to describe, but if I had to compare it to something, I would say the flavor is a little bit like a string bean. Nutritionally speaking, okra is high in fiber, high in vitamin C, and high in folate. And like all veggies, it's packed with antioxidants. It's a summertime veggie that rolls into Indian summer, and buying it in season is a must. This ensures the best flavor, the highest nutritional value, and the lowest cost. When you're shopping for okra, the key is to stick to the little guys because these are the pods that are going to be nice and tender. So anywhere between 2 and 3 inches long is what you want. When you start to get longer than that, the okra tends to get a little bit woody and tough. You also want to make sure that they're nice and plump and fresh and green, no extreme blemishes, and the stems still intact. As far as storage, couldn't be any easier. Just pop them into a plastic bag, tie it up, and then pop it in the veggie drawer, and it'll last you up to about 5 days. Once you're ready to work with your okra, all you need to do is give them a good rinse under some cold water, and then just trim off the tip of the stem. Recipes tend to call for okra one of 2 ways. Either left whole, in which case you would just leave them as is, or sliced into these little wheels. Leaving the pods whole definitely cuts down on the slime factor a bit because we're not cutting into the seeds and they cook relatively quickly. The whole pod can be steamed, pickled, sauteed, and even roasted. As for the little wheels, these guys definitely do best in curries, stews, and gumbos because remember, it's that gelatinous factor from the little seeds that helps to thicken these dishes up. Okra pairs up beautifully with other summertime produce, including onions, peppers, corn, and tomatoes. And it also loves a little bit of curry powder. So now that you guys know what to do with okra, get in your kitchens and start cooking. And don't forget to come back and comment down below, letting me know what you're doing with your okra. For more simple and nutritious recipes, tips, and ideas, be sure to check out cleananddelicious.com. I'm Danny Spees, and I'll see you next time with another Ingredient 101. Whole pods can either be sauteed, steamed, pickled, or roasted. Oprah, I love Oprah.